All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Relationship Status, a show where we talk about young love, both the good and the bad. All right, and today we got a very special episode, and the reason being is two things. One, we haven't done an episode like this in a while. It's been a while. I know the fans have been asking for this content, so I'm glad that we're bringing it back. All right, we've been doing panels for a couple of while. This is gonna be a little different, something that y'all used to. Number two, they're here today for a very special reason a lot of people don't know about, right? Or there's some things that people are trying to figure out. So I'm glad that we're gonna be revealing this on the show today. But without further ado, without this being said, you know how we start the show off always. What's your relationship status?
I'm Anna.
I'm Akosa, and we are a couple.
Love it.
Period.
Period. All right. Before we start, guys, please, if you like the content, then like the content. That's my motto. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted to press that like button right now, there's really nothing stopping you from doing that. You could actually just go press it right now. And tell you what, there's also a subscribe button. You can press that as well. Right? And then lastly, if you want to notify yourself all the time whenever stuff drops, it's up to you. I would appreciate it. It pushes my content. Like, 'cause, I don't know. I work hard on this. Maybe it's the least you can do. I don't know. But those things are there. You can press them. That'd be great if you do. Really appreciate it. Helps me a lot. Thank you very much. All right. Next thing I want to say is very lovely book in front of us. How to Be Intelligent Without Being Stupid, written by Chike Onya himself. That would be my father, not me. I'm just kidding. It's not me. All right, for everybody who wanted, it's not me. This is my dad's book. This book is really helpful for those who are trying to figure out personal values, life goals, develop that, especially in relationships. How does that all kind of correlate? Really great episode, really great books. You can find it on Amazon today. Go ahead and purchase it. Who cares?
Yeah.
All right, now let's get into the show. Akosa, Anna. Now that we know you guys are a couple,
Right.
I think the next logical question is, how did you guys meet? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, how did you guys meet? Oh, you guys like giggling, is it cute?
All right.
It's a cute story.
All right.
In a goofy mood.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start. Ignore them. And I'm gonna start.
All right. Ignore us. Focus on Anna.
Okay, so I'm a Swiftie,
Wow.
and I love her. And one of the songs on her newest album, Midnights, like not the Taylor's versions ones, but Midnights, was Mastermind. And I like to think about that song when I think about how I pursued Akosa, because
Pursued Akosa. I'm going to drop that in there. Okay. All right.
because I was crushing a little bit for a little while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Give him that. Give him
He
that.
had a
And-
dream journal.
And I just don't even know what you mean by that.
He dreams about me day and night.
Wow. That's
For
very
what?
that's
That's good.
and that's not true.
Oh, God.
I've seen him around.
I was her
Dream journal is crazy.
I was her dreams, everything, all the time. She couldn't breathe
Yeah.
without seeing me.
Can I
thinking about it.
continue?
Yes.
No. So I just seen him around for like a while, and I just taken notice of him. We had wines together, so I'd see him after class sometimes.
Sorry, what's ones?
Wines is the class that you can take at Cornell, and it's actually really, really hard. So
Okay.
if you're gonna take it, just like know
That's
that.
not what I think it is, right? Like wines?
No, it's,
No, it's
it's
wine.
wine. Like you literally.
Right.
Like,
No, see,
Like I would pregame for this class with
you-
wine.
you're joking. What are you talking? Wait, it's actually like
We had wine
wine.
together.
Wines class.
No, no.
I can't-
Wait. It's not like wine. No, it's not like that. It's
Or
like
is it?
it's like
Pinot
Pinot Grigio.
wine?
It's like Pinot
It's like
Grigio.
nice
It's like Malbec.
Grigio
Like
wine?
you drinking wine.
How do you?
Not
You
you
do
wine
all-
and wine.
so-
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so the class is it's 3 hours a week. You sit
Yeah,
down and you have a
right.
flight of wine. So it's like 6
Right.
glasses. You get to try each different wine. And I would pregame for the class. And one time I'd come out of class and I'd already known that I don't even know if I want to bring this up yet, but
Please do.
Akosa had winked at me after class after I'd already been crushing for a while, and I was like, oh, like, oh. He sees me, like, finally, because I'd crushed for a while, but I wasn't going to do anything about it. So he finally winks at me, and I'm like, okay, it seems like he's noticing me, like I made it out of just like the glance over my head type of vibe.
Okay.
And I feel like since then there was also one other incident after it was for Cornell Ball, and we had like I know you would see me at that party. I went to like parties that he DJ'd at. He was emceeing. Like
You were a DJ.
I was an MC and a DJ.
Wow.
Yeah.
Get back that. We'll get
So
Go follow me on Instagram, hoodie.kosa.
Hoodie.kosa.
oh my goodness. Okay. Well, what I had told my family, and it's just a long running joke, so I just have to own up to it at this point, was that he'd MC at like all the events I went to, and I told my family, like my sisters, I was like, oh yeah, I'm crushing on this guy, but like it's nothing crazy, and he's like a leader in our community. And I'm so embarrassed.
Big leader guy. Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
it was like how I saw you. Like you were always just like a little bit further away than like you were just a little bit out of reach, which is fun. Like it's fun to have a crush. And I didn't.
I definitely liked the limelight, and I took up positions that were high in the community.
Yeah.
Cornell, I
like
guess
to
I
go
would say.
and
So when she said that, it was like mad funny. Like leader in the community.
Okay, yeah. And so let me finish the story. One of my best friends, shout out Dakota.
Okay. Dakota in the chat. Dakota in the
We
chat.
did.
Yeah.
Chat. Type Dakota in the chat. Dakota W. Dakota W.
She'd really been looking out for me. She'd like hear what I had been saying, and she was in a club with Akosa, and they went on like a little cabin trip, and she wingwomaned me hard. She was like, one of my friends has a crush on you, and I wasn't there. So if you want to go from there, this is like when he actually was like, oh, you know what, this girl's available.
So yeah. This is we had just come back from this cabin trip, and I was at my house, and Dakota texted me sometime like maybe like 2 or 3 in the afternoon and was like, "Are you single right now?" And I was like, "Wait a minute, hold on."
Yeah.
We're homies. Right? I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, what is
We're
this?
homies.
I said, because I was single, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was like, and then she quickly texted, "Not for me, for a friend." And I'm like,
Okay. All
Very
right.
quick.
All right.
That's
Cool.
the-
I was
Shout out
like,
to Dakota, right?
yeah, no.
No, like-
Dakota's a great,
I got
like,
good
that's
time.
homegirl for her, you know what I'm saying?
All right. Word. Okay.
That's-
Besties. Okay. Cool.
And then,
Shout out Dakota.
so she goes like, "I have this friend, but you don't keep it like, don't be loud about it." I'm like, "All right, cool. Who is it?" And she said it was Anna. And instantly I said, "Word?" Because the whole time I thought that she had a man.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, I thought that she
We
had a
don't really
man.
have to get into that.
We're gonna get into that.
But
I thought she had a man.
I'm trying to,
She didn't have a man.
Why did
right?
you think she had a man? Sorry, I feel like I had to ask.
Well, because the last time that we had like ever interacted was when like her man left him at a party, and texted me from she texted me saying that her man at the time, her ex, left her phone at my house during a party.
Let's go on. That's right. Okay.
Because I threw parties at my house.
Okay.
That was the last time that we talked.
we went to his house every weekend to go to these
I would
parties.
throw parties every weekend, like all the time.
So you were that guy.
He was the
You were that guy. Okay, you were that guy.
The leader of the community type. You know what I'm saying?
He tried to charge me to get in. I had to
paid
pay
you
like
back.
$5.
Bro,
I paid it back.
that is actually
Which is crazy, but
It's actually crazy.
but that was when we really didn't know we knew of each other.
Yeah, no, but he was that guy. So like,
Yeah.
But we were
those guys
always
have
just,
to do the things
it's
that
so
guys do.
crazy to think about because yes, Dakota had texted you and she wingwomaned me. She was like, "Oh, for a friend." But since then, we've like talked about how we've always known that we were in like a very similar, or just like groups of friends that were always overlapping, like, or we were always at events that one another was at.
Right.
And so like even freshman year Valentine's Day, we were like, oh shit, like we
that
were
was-
both in the same
We talked about that.
apartment and we didn't even know.
Literally.
And then like other events like since then, we're like, oh, there's just like this little like string that's been pulling us along and then like finally pulled us together at the week before graduation, which is really
It's
crazy.
really
About
crazy.
destiny.
No, it's crazy because Valentine's Day freshman year, I like high key got stood up. by a girl who like
Ouch.
at the time.
Sorry. I didn't know that.
I never really even talked about it. But a hikey guy stood up, and the girl who I was supposed to go with goes, "Meet me at this apartment." And I was like, "Okay."
At what time? It's like on.
It was like 9:45, 10 o'clock.
Wait, like on that day?
All Valentine's Day type
Broski,
shit.
you're kidding.
Hey man, I was a different
And
man.
you went?
And I
That's
went. I was a different.
I know, like, damn.
I was
I mean,
a different man. This
sorry.
was 4.5 years ago.
That's true.
No, I was 18.
I don't remember. You're like, she said go meet you somewhere, right? Like,
Right, and I was like,
I'm thinking that she's there.
Right.
With like a surprise of like 4 Lamborghinis.
Right, I'm thinking she got roses, chocolates, the whole
Exactly,
shit.
like,
Don't spoil his Christmas present for him.
oh!
Kidding? I'm fully kidding. Don't do that.
You got me a Lambo truck?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man.
It's just white car.
That's actually what's supposed to be at the end of this episode is a big reveal. You just went, gosh.
So give me some David.
All you gotta do is like,
Right,
comment, subscribe.
Right, and then they'll tell you.
Only if you subscribe.
Yeah,
You know what
only,
I'm saying?
only, yeah.
Yeah, fine.
But so I show up and it's like this kickback, and I'm like, what? What's going on? And the girl who invited me was like, oh my God, you came, hey, whatever. She was pretty drunk or whatever. And I was like, what is this? And
Did you
she's
show
like,
up in a suit? Like, were you in a suit?
no. I was in like
Imagine.
I mean, right? Because you were going up.
I would have seen you if you were.
type shit. And my thing was like, I had brought her flowers and everything, and I showed up and I was in like, I'm not a suit, but like I was in like presentable, like going out dinner clothes type.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And I walk in, it's a kickback, and they just chilling and like
I was chilling.
drinking or
I was on
whatever.
the couch.
So here's what's crazy. She was here. She was at this party,
I was.
but in a different. You were in a different
I was in
room,
a different room. 'cause
Yeah,
I
different
was,
room.
and I
Wonder what's
almost.
going on over there.
I had
busy.
Okay, yeah, right.
I had almost walked into the room for real.
Wow.
And then something in my heart was like, just leave. Because I was like, the longer I stayed, the more I just felt like a bum.
I was
I'm like,
tripping.
we're talking about me.
I know, but I'm like, I was tripping.
We were both tripping.
No. Okay, yeah.
I had stayed at this party way too long for my pride. Because this girl stood me up, invited me to this thing, and didn't talk to
It
me.
was cool. It was, yeah, but.
And then I was about to go into the room where she was at. Like, maybe we were like 5 feet from each other. And I'm like, let me get out of here.
Okay.
So I left. And like,
Wow. Imagine if you had stayed.
imagine if I had stayed up or walked in the
4
room.
years.
The thing is, we always think about, like, or we, not always think about, but we've said, like, oh, imagine that you had said hi at that one party, or if I'd seen you, or if any of us would have done anything differently, and I just think that everything, like the butterfly effect, it did what it had to do. Like, I don't
Everything
think that we
happens for a
missed out
reason.
on anything. Like, I feel like we needed those learning experiences,
Mm-hmm.
and everything we went through in those 4 years, like, made us into the people that we are today, and that's what attracted us to one another.
Absolutely.
So I feel
That's
like
amazing.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. So this is very, very adorable. Right? Very cute way to meet each other. Very destiny oriented, fate oriented. All right.
I
go
once
ahead.
I saw him, then you saw me, but it was on me for like. I need
It
to
was
take
you,
credit.
but- okay, because
I need the credit. That's all I need.
She definitely like put the pedal to the metal at the end there.
See,
Like she
there we
did-
go.
Me-
That's all I wanted to hear.
yes.
Now
So, because how I came into this, right? So, what this is sounding. Okay, let's try and come back full circle because there was the wink, right?
Okay.
This was the wink that was outside of Wine's class, right? Which is the first official like lightning bolt connection between you guys, right? And then who is the person who made the first move? What was the first move?
Her move was telling her friend to invite me over to her apartment.
Right. Telling her friend to invite you over to her apartment. You told your friend to invite him over to your apartment?
Yeah. I'm not one to be like. First of all, I hate competition.
play those
and-
games.
I wasn't playing games. No, it wasn't even like that.
Come on. Like, our generation, bro. We need more like Anna.
Yeah.
Please, like tell.
I agree with that, though.
bro.
I knew what I liked when I saw it, and then I was
She
just
just
gonna
want what she
respectfully
wants.
like step back and just see what happened.
So you
And-
told your friend
that I liked him
invite
like a
Akosa
lot.
over to. You like him a lot. Invite him over to my house.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
Yeah.
You're insane.
Oh my god.
But then,
insane.
you know what? What's crazier is he did it so fast.
I'm not gonna lie, I showed up in a couple hours. I pulled up in a couple hours, bro.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Because once he knew that I actually was free, he was like,
You know, I'm like, hey, what's going on? I'm not doing nothing. It's
Gonna move on.
Tuesday for real. I'm like,
yeah, we graduate on Tuesday. We got time.
It's Tuesday, we graduate on Saturday. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do whatever.
you know what I'm
And
saying?
see, that's what happened.
Yeah. Because
And then he just moves a little fast. Which
I
is
do.
cute.
And
I'm moving a little fast.
So really,
No, see what happens was I was down to,
she was with the
Hang out, yeah.
vibe, and she
hang
told us
out,
that. Hang out, you know what I'm saying?
like nothing serious.
And I
we're
was-
about to graduate.
and
Nothing
me,
serious.
Totally understandable.
And
I was on the same wavelength for real
And
at first. So Dakota had texted me, and she was talking about, "Are you single? It's for a friend of mine." I said,
Right.
"Cool." And I said, "Word." And then she was like, "You should come to the apartment later." I was like, "What day is it? Tuesday? I'm not doing nothing, but
Oh.
I'm coming." And I was like 7:30. No, it was like 7:00.
No, the time.
Well, I do because it wasn't important enough for her. It wasn't important enough for you. Okay.
All I know is that I thought this is what I was gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
We were about to graduate the next week, and I thought we were just, fun and games. Like he'd come over and yeah, and then we'd like hang out for a bit, like for the week, and that's what I told him.
Told him
He
what?
moved a little fast.
I'm not gonna lie, she masterminded me a little too
I
hard.
did.
Masterminded.
I did.
Like in that week, I was done. Like I was done looking at other people.
Okay.
I was ready to be like, I want you.
Yeah, which
Wow.
because
And we hung out every day for multiple hours a day.
yeah.
I mean, that's like, yeah.
Like the first day I showed the apartment 7:30. I didn't leave till what 4:35 in the morning.
Yeah.
Damn.
And
All
I'm
he
telling
gave
you,
me was the kiss goodbye.
just because there was no touching, there was nothing. We sat.
We sat
Literally like this.
and I
And
played
talk.
like
No,
we talked and I played like 8 hours worth of
We
Ariana
played
Grande
Ariana Grande was
videos.
on the TV.
Ariana Grande on the TV for like 8 hours.
Yeah, and like
Like,
we
I just love
needed
her.
each other once until I was leaving. She went to give me a hug goodbye, and I was like, nah, a little bit more.
And then versus
And I just went in, and she didn't expect it. You didn't expect it.
No, I didn't expect it.
And but it worked. You know what I'm saying? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
He
That's good props to you
he's
guys.
a
You did it the
survivor of
first
8
night.
hours worth of Ariana Grande music videos and
That stayed how bad I wanted it.
I mean, I hear you. Man, I be messing with Ariana Grande, but nah, I heard that. I heard that. That's a big thing for a black man, you know what I'm saying? He's sitting down there listening to
Ariana Grande?
yeah. And then a couple years later,
Years.
a couple of days.
Oh,
Is that what I
I
said?
know you said years.
A couple of days
Like,
later.
Couple of
days
years later.
later. If I'm just being like very transparent, I have a tattoo on my hip that says "Be Mine."
Okay.
And
This is before?
this is always like I've had this for like 4 years now,
Yeah.
3 years,
Okay.
3 years.
Alright.
And
I might
it's
have
inspired after an art
Mine
piece that my
peeps.
uncle did.
Wonder how.
I love that piece. And one time he saw it, and this was like 3 days later. We're about to graduate, and he was like,
Oh, it took
"Be mine." Like, I really like this tattoo, and I was like, "Yeah, I like this tattoo too." And he was like, "Will you be mine?" I was like, "I'll be yours for the week." And then and then we graduated, and I think that there was just a little bit of a, gray area after that, just because I didn't realize that he was like for real.
The
Like,
old
he was,
me,
like, for real.
and the old me would have loved the gray area. I love the gray area because you can't hold me accountable. You can't. Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
When the lines are blurred, you can't do it to me.
The lines were still just a little bit
But
blurred.
Okay.
He knew what he
But
wanted.
me, I knew I was like, I don't want to play the game anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
I
You
was
were
like-
out of the game.
Yes.
It took all the way up to senior year. Graduation. Or you? I'm just asking. But like, it was the last week. It was like,
It was the last.
and I'm like,
week.
I'm out of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the game's over. The game's over. It's the last level. But the last week of college, I'm out of the game. Yeah, I'm retiring.
It's out of my head.
I just had to add.
I had a full 20 seasons like LeBron.
I already did my time.
You know what I'm saying? I
Big
contributed
buildings.
great records for the game. And I was like, I've done my part.
Will forever go down as a legend.
Absolutely.
Let's
So,
keep Cornell. All right, no, I'm only messing
on
with
to
y'all.
bigger, on to better
But
things.
that's like technically, that's when we were like, okay. I wouldn't consider that's when we started dating, but
We,
I flew back from Cornell. And we were like texting and everything. I flew from Cornell back to Arizona, where I'm from, and I had a layover in Maryland of all places. And so I let him know, and he was like, I was like, oh, if like it was like a 5-hour layover. And I was like, if you want to like meet up, like I can get you a drink, congratulate you on your new job. I would love that. And he was like, oh, I can't. I'm so sorry. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like I'm there with my entire family
whole
and my
time I
cat.
was
And
lying.
like, and then I land and he's like, at security.
That's crazy. Nah,
I
that's
said
crazy.
at security, at the baggage claim by security.
Nah, bro, that's
And-
crazy.
And I kid you not, I will never forget how she came out. She came out, you was wearing like a little jean thing.
I don't even remember.
You had a little jean
No,
jacket.
he knew.
I knew.
Yeah.
I remember. You came out with a little jean thing on, and you did a little hop skippity doo.
Okay.
It took my arms, and I picked you up, and I swung you around a little
know
baggage
what?
claim.
Sometimes you just have to skip because it adds meaning to life.
I will say, even from the jump, every time we ever like hugged or cuddled, it felt like it was like we had known each other forever. Even like, and that's something that like, I just, that kind of added it to me. I'm like, I'm out here holding you tight, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
No, I hear you, man.
shoot, some of the best Z's I ever got. Sleep.
Talk your talk, man. Talk your talk.
I love to sleep.
Well, also, wow.
That was my commentary.
Would you like to sleep next to him? Right?
Yeah.
Right.
It was nice.
You guys, just relating and, one of the cute stuff going on. Love to see that.
No, but like even like now it's like you hold each other almost like for the first time, but like almost for like as if it's happened so many times before.
Right.
I don't really know how to explain it, but like it just felt right every time. And that added like more reasons for me to be like, all right, I'm not seeing nobody else. Like I don't physically feel like this with anybody else. I don't emotionally or mentally feel like this with anybody else. So why am I? Why
I
would
let him
I?
whip so fast. I'm just kidding.
Well, ain't no problem with that.
Right.
'Cause that's the kind of guy you want. You want to
Yeah.
get a guy that you can't whip. I mean, literally. Well, that sounds. I mean,
Whoa there!
sorry.
You're good.
Because the dynamic. The dynamics.
She gonna have me like, wade in the water. Wade in the water today.
Ooh, okay, on the vocals. But he
I
had
did.
to on the vocals.
I did chamber choir for what? Since 6th grade?
Oh, damn, bro. Me too.
Word.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, we.
Hey, bro, hey, don't hit me though. Don't play with me though. I
That was
can.
good.
Don't
That
play with
was
me though.
good.
We have a lot of ground to cover. Let's keep it moving. All right, let's keep it moving. So
Oh yeah, that was the beginning. Okay,
this
so
is
we have a
honestly, I
lot.
literally haven't even touched the
We have a lot to
surface.
do. We have a lot. We're also.
All right. So okay, so we've heard a little bit about how you guys met. I'm gonna summarize this and bring this full circle. To me, it sounds like you guys were in a situation where it's the last week of college. Like, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do,
100%.
and exactly go about how I want to feel. And I think the takeaway from that part alone is that that's how every week really should be at college,
Absolutely.
right? That's how every week really should be in life. you don't know when your next week is going to be your last week
Right.
anywhere.
Facts.
Which means that you should treat life like, screw it. I'm going to do what I want to do and see the result of what happened when you did what you wanted to do. Now, you spent all those years, all those months, etc. at college not doing none of that, right? And nothing led. But until you guys made a movement, like, I'm going to just be free-spirited. I think that's the first takeaway. It's like, be free-spirited. Do what you want to do. This happens a lot, actually, with a lot of couples I've interviewed. It usually ends up with just one person being like, screw it. I'm just going to do what I want.
No,
Yeah.
for real.
That's usually what it is. So I'm glad to hear that. And then on top of that, y'all were both in the game, but threw towels. Didn't expect it, right? Didn't expect it to result in the last season, the last quarter.
Definitely didn't
literally.
expect it.
And now y'all are together in a very long-lasting, fruitful, and comfortable relationship.
Literally 6 months. What? Yesterday?
6 months yesterday. Wow, 6 months yesterday. I've been doing these episodes on days.
Technically, but that gray area, like.
How long was the gray area?
No, it was like a day and a half, 2 days. What?
That's just not something different. Never mind, bro.
The gray area wasn't substantial. It wasn't a substantial period.
6 months.
We are 6 months. Gray area?
No.
That's what I heard.
He asked, the way he asked, I didn't understand it to be
The actual thing.
the actual
So
thing.
tell us about that. What was the whole how? Because we talked about how you guys met. We talked about.
Yeah.
Actually, before we even talk about that, I want to hear about Sunset Park. What was Sunset Park?
Oh man!
I know. There's
I did
different
write about that a little bit.
Different stages of your relationship.
I did a little,
Yeah.
It's different stages of your relationship. It sounds like you had a little bit of a
You want
crush
me
on
to tell it or
him.
you want to tell it?
What? Sorry.
You want me to tell Sunset Park or you want to tell it?
Sounds like you just have it like
Yeah,
up and right. Yeah, you got it.
Because I'm not gonna hold you. Nobody had ever done this to me in my entire life.
Okay.
We had just gotten off the boat thing. There was like a little boat
yeah,
party.
we went on a
The
boat.
seniors had did like a group of the seniors did a little boat party, and we had all gone. And I went with her, and then we went back to her. Everybody went back to their apartment. She had.
I was at some parties. It wasn't Ferris.
It wasn't like my
Wasn't
parties, but
nice
like it was like calm kickbacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we went to hers for like a little kickback thing, and then it was like 8 o'clock. It was like a little after 8 o'clock, and she goes, "I want to take you somewhere." I was like, "You said this."
I feel like I forgot something at your place, and we had to go.
We didn't go to my place first.
I know, but I feel like it was something like, oh, I forgot something. You have to drive, and you had a car.
Yeah.
And so then you took, and I was like, wait, it's like right around sunset. We should go to Sunset Park.
You didn't. Yeah, she said, "I want to take you somewhere." Those were her words specifically, and she didn't tell me it was Sunset Park.
I want to take you somewhere after maybe you guys were going to that
Yes.
place.
Yeah, maybe.
And then we
Now that
ended.
you got what you
Like,
needed, it's
And,
like
right, and
one of
Sunset
these
Park is like a famous place at Cornell. I had never been, so I'm like, damn, she wants to take me to the park. That's kind of great. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, like, you know what I'm saying? So we go to the park, and the sun is setting at Sunset Park. How coincidental!
Okay.
As if we had planned it or something.
Mastermind.
Right. Well, I mean, that is
And
kind of
then-
coincidental.
Right.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? My heart was throbbing a little bit. I'm like, I ain't never been taken to a park for real. You know what I'm saying?
During the sunset.
And the sun was setting, and we were sitting on the little stone wall that they got over there. And then she kicked me to the sunset. I was like, oh,
Well, it's so
I
cute.
could be used to this.
I know. It sounds like
That is so adorable,
You know
bro.
what's crazy? Like, a lot of people would be like, that's mad corny. That's how you get me. That's how you get me.
Adorable.
And I
Because
think
that's what
that,
relationships
like,
are about.
naturally, I'm just a lover. Like, I'm a romantic. I'm a lover girl.
Yes.
And
Love languages.
I didn't think much of it until you were like, wait, no one's ever done this
No,
before.
for real.
And then I was like, oh, that was actually a lot more meaningful than I had, like, intended it for, like, to be. I was
some
like,
deep stuff,
oh, this
man.
will be fun. Like, the sun setting. I know a great place, like Sunset Park. And then it just
Whole time,
happened to
I
be,
didn't
like,
know
an
this
event.
place existed.
Yeah.
It was a literal internet, bro. I didn't know this place existed.
Yeah, yeah.
I pulled up,
And
the
I was
sun
like-
was coming down. I said, where the are you?
Yeah, yeah.
That's actually so. Okay, so Sunset Park happened to, whether or not it was planned according to your theory.
Right.
She
I
claims
was
that
just
it happened to
thinking
while
the sun was setting.
sun was setting. Sunset Park was nearby. You just happened to just be there conveniently
happened.
to give him the kiss of his life.
Right.
I don't know. Right? That's how that works. I don't know.
Right.
But you got Sunset Park. We understand how you guys first met. Now, the pinnacle of it all. Who asked who out, and how did that happen? It sounds like so far though that you were kind of doing a lot of the chasing.
She was
Let me get into
doing.
that.
She was inadvertent.
You
She
said you
wasn't
were
doing it on
The thing
purpose.
is, I wasn't looking for anything.
She was just
You
being
weren't looking for
herself.
anything, but you were okay. You were,
Yeah, exactly.
I
She
got
was
it.
dead just being herself, and that for me was like, this is how she is on the regular, right? Imagine what she's like when she's
What
not
you've invested.
right. I was like, this is I gotta get this one right here. I don't want that one or that one. I want this one right here. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, because it's rare, bro. It's
Right.
rare.
It's talking about the fish in the sea. I want this one right here.
It's
I don't
rare.
want the other ones. I want this one. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so now that so we got the whole
Yeah.
connection. Now, fast forward us to asking out. How did that happen?
So this is Baltimore. This is the airport.
This is where I just didn't understand the way you asked it.
Yeah, because I had to put my little Baltimore swag on. And
Okay.
The little, the beat,
follow use and the Jill Yang,
the Jill Yang and the fucking, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. All the professional, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get me a bip. I haven't got a bip in a minute, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I didn't talk about.
But she had.
Most importantly, I was passenger princess.
Yeah, she passed the princess.
That's all I have to say.
So she had came to Baltimore on her layover, and I surprised her at the airport, and we went to this restaurant in a Marriott nearby, the hotel Marriott nearby.
The thing is, I wanted to go and get like a happy hour drink, and the closest bar nearby was like the airport hotel Marriott. So I was like, you know what? They have like good reviews.
Right. We went there, and the bartender, Angel, remember her name, Angel, got us these like amazing margaritas.
They were like, well, the thing is, they didn't have spicy margarita on their menu, and that's my go-to. So I was like, girl, what can you whip up? And she's like, I got you. I'm going to play with some things. Like, she really delivered. Like, it was like one of the best spicy margaritas I've ever had in my life.
Gosh.
And then,
It was like tequila on the rim. We was chatting.
we were talking.
And
We took a B-reel.
You know me, Mr. Put. Yo, we did take a B-real. We did take a B-real. And people, I got mad response. They were like, yo, what you doing, man?
What's up? Like, what's up?
Right. What's going on?
I was on layover.
He gonna play.
Clear shit up.
He know you were gonna lay over
Right.
during the layover. Okay.
Why do you think they call it that?
I don't
in the
know.
first place,
I don't
you
know. Right. You just playing into the theme, all right?
Right.
It's the character. Right.
Awesome.
So, I don't remember what I said at when we were at dinner.
See, I don't remember.
I didn't ask her until we were driving back to drop her. I was dropping her off back at the airport, and I was trying to be Mr. Suave, Mr. Cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is where
This is
there's
where
a little bit of
confusion. You know?
Okay. I am confusion.
I had looked at her, supposed to get a car. I was like, I really liked what we, hanging out with you today and like hanging out and talking over the past couple
like,
of weeks.
I would say the same thing.
But I was like, I want you to be my shorty for real. But I said shorty, I didn't say girlfriend.
Okay.
Right?
You say girly.
I totally understand that.
I didn't
that's
take it out
confusing.
as what you meant.
That's confusing. Yeah, but I mean, is it? But that's confusing.
The thing is, like, I went back home. There was only one other guy who wanted to take me on a date. He's a very good friend of mine. And I offered to pay. I told him about Akosa, and I was like, I really like this guy. And so, like, to be clear, like, I didn't want to see anyone else. There was just a gray area where I let this guy take me on a date in the first place. Not this guy, a friend. and like, Akosa knows all this, so the gray area was just that I didn't know that we were like official. And then when I was in Cartagena, you texted me for some reason he was like, oh yeah, I told someone that you were my girlfriend, and I was like, that's new. Like,
That's
never heard that before.
as soon as I heard it, that's why I was like, I have to say something. And he was like, oh yeah, girlfriend, and I was like, oh.
I texted like girlfriend like 7 times so that it was official.
And then I was like,
Yeah.
And so I just accepted it. So that was.
What did you say when he said girlfriend?
I
What
was
did
like,
you say?
Oh, that's. I was like, I haven't heard that before. I like the sound of it. And
You know the sound of it?
yeah. And so then I called him my boyfriend, and that's when it. That's when it became official to me. So that's why I say there's a gray area. Like, yes, it's our 6 months, but I would say it was about 3 or 4 weeks later. I was already in Colombia.
That was a week and a half later. You were in Colombia a week and a half later.
Okay, so a week and a, so it's like 6 months, but like only a week and a half where I was like, oh, I wasn't really sure, but yeah, that's the story.
So now you guys are together happily ever after. That's awesome. Okay, well now we can get into the real juice.
Right, I'm ready.
This is a really great story. I just want to say, y'all are super cute. I'm glad that we're able to showcase relationships like this because every day people think that it's so complicated. People think that it has to be such a long story. It has to be so convoluted. It doesn't have to be, right? It can just be about two people both not giving a damn and just doing what they want to do when they want to do it and making that decision to just go for it. Yeah. And that is the true takeaway I feel like we needed from this story, from how we met and how people need to think about this when they're at home. If you like a girl, if you like that guy,
tell her, bro. I'm looking at you for real. Tell her, dog.
What are you doing? Like, go tell
don't
her right
tell
now.
her like I did the first time, though. Be like, I want you to be my girlfriend. Don't say I want you to be my
don't say shorty.
Don't say shorty because sometimes
I
they
want
don't
you
get
to
it.
be my girlfriend.
Sometimes they from the West Coast and they never heard they didn't be called
You know what
shorty.
I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm saying.
Be like, I want you to be my girlfriend.
What he said.
See,
you hear me, bro?
Easy.
You hear me, bro?
What he said.
You gotta say for real.
All right, perfect. All right, on to the next questions.
Like as soon as I found out about what had been going on, what was playing in my mind, like I wanted. She was in Phoenix. I wasn't going to throw her over the phone.
No.
But like, thank God she was coming in like 2-3 days because I told her instantly, and she was like, "Okay, how are you feeling? Right? How are you processing this?"